strength tests. I'm gonna see if you knock me on my back.
Gotcha. Strength.
Fucking bully over here.
Yeah.
Man said you embarrassed me. Now I come for your soul.
That's kind of the flesh
Yes,
tears.
yes.
They don't take shit.
Jesus.
All right.
Yeah, you're gonna.
That was the.
I think you're gonna beat me. God damn. Yeah. So you got him by 2 degrees. So yeah, you just smack like as hard as you can in the chest. You hear his chest piece dent slightly, and he goes flying back, and he hits on his back and rolls over to his stomach, and you just hear, "There we go, there we go. Ooh, that's more like it."
He just spits the blood he's had in his mouth for a while. He just starts crushing the tracheas around his hand.
Goes, "I'll be well. There you go, friend. Then we know you still have it in you." And you reacted so well. I really thought I was going to kill you with my shield for a second. Glad I didn't, but I thought I was.
You see, I've needed this for a while. I apologize for my earlier actions if you hear about them.
Oh,
I've
it's
just been standing idle for far too long.
no, it's perfectly fine. I can understand the how joining the Deathwatch can make you weaker and slower and possibly more fat. It's troubling times in the Imperium.
Yes, I certainly won't argue about that. Once upon a time I would have. He just looks at his hand, he just starts gripping around the cords again. Not again.
Were the rest of you guys heading towards that noise or no?
No. It's coming from the training area.
Yeah, no,
Sounds like
not at all.
training.
Yeah, I'm just yeah. Some people
Completely unfazed by it.
yeah, most of the time, yeah. All right. So
Yeah, I'm going over the map with whoever it was that got that.
Kareem, he has it and he was giving it to everybody.
Yeah.
Pretty much
So when he
showing
starts reviewing it and stuff, I'll go over it with him.
well, yeah, yeah, fucking the Primus he's gonna retrieve his shield, take his helmet off and shake your hand, and he's gonna be like, "Good as always, good as always. If you need me, just summon me. I'm not hard to find on this ship." Goes, might have to get one of the priests to take a look at my chess piece now. So, but you be safe, and we'll see you planet side. Vect, we'll see you planet side, I'm sure.
I believe our first deployment was upon the station. But hopefully. I grin, hopefully.
Ooh, yes, hopefully. As he walks off. Yeah, Karik, if you and Lanius are going over the map, so with that, I can let you boys eyeball this thing. Bloop. So the basic information is we will be coming in. So right over here in the right hand top right corner, that's where the Inquisitor's fleet, his little ship, will be coming in with you guys. And then in orbit on the eastern hemisphere, there's a Deathwatch space station that they want you guys to board. Currently, the three hive fleets are on the western hemisphere, dropping spores and all sorts of nastiness on the planet. And those are the current lines of uh, PDF forces and enemy. And then over here at the moon, so we have here, this is the main planet of Atalis, and then we have the moon of Gala. Gala has an orbital cannon, but the Mechanicus sent a group of priests to get it up and running, and it's taking them longer than we expected. The fleet from the Imperium did attack the Hive fleets before, but were overpowered and pushed back. The naval fleet that's over Gala right now actually does have the 212th Cadian Regiment aboard its vessels. So we've got like 20 or 40,000 guardsmen ready to go planet side, but we just can't get them down. So our main focus right now is we want to get control of that Deathwatch space station to get access to any information and any equipment that we may need and see if there's something else that might be able to benefit us. And then if we're not seeing anything immediately of grave concern, the next step is to possibly push to Gala and if we can't get it like operating, we need to figure something out to figure out this orbital cannon or something to be able to divide those fleets up so that we can get those Cadians down onto the planet. Because as of right now, they're holding the defensive line, but the Tyranids are making advances like in great strides. Um, so as of right now,
I have a question,
yeah,
and
what's
you
up?
don't have to answer it because we didn't ask anyone that probably would have known. But do we already know what Hive Fleet it is?
No, it's an unknown one. So,
Okay.
cause like, it, finding
No,
like
yeah,
unique
yeah,
art and stuff is like a pain in the
yep,
ass. So
yeah.
like, I think for the most part, I just went with like a pretty common color of like white and red or like white and purple or something like that.
Yep,
But
you're good.
yeah, but like as far as it's concerned, you guys can fucking name the Hive Fleet, like, cause it's a brand new one. It's not supposed to be from any of the other ones.
Okay, that's what I didn't know. I didn't know if it was like we knew it was from another one or if it was just like Tyrannid
No,
showed up.
yeah, it's completely unknown. We don't even actually know, like, because this planet isn't even on the most eastern fringe of the Jericho's Reach. Like, it's actually like almost towards the southern center of Jericho's Reach. So like
Gotcha.
normally a hive fleet doesn't get that far into the eastern
Yeah.
fringe without taking out some planets. These just came up to this sector from
Fun.
they're not sure.
Okay.
So the assumption is that instead of how most of the fleets were coming from the galactic north, east, and south, they think that these ones may have came from like if you're looking at the flat galactic map, they basically came from like the bottom. They were coming up as opposed to like
Okay.
from a direction.
Yeah, I got you.
Um so currently they've been here for like about maybe a few weeks. The We detected them probably like 4 to 8 weeks ago, somewhere around there. They've been on the planet for like 4 days because they just entered orbit probably 4 days ago.
Okay.
Um,
Not bad.
yeah, so casualties currently are right around like 456,000 for the population on the planet. And the current Imperial fleet is operating at like 40%, so they sustained like significantly heavy losses.
Holy shit. Yeah.
Um, so as it is currently, there was only like one Hive fleet group that attacked the planet initially, but then immediately when the Imperial vessels engaged it, two other Hive fleet groups appeared and approached them. So
Oh, fun.
yeah, so they think that they may have been hiding like behind the moon at that time
Uh-huh.
and then moved into position, and that may be why the orbital cannon was down to begin with, but they're not sure. But there is a unit of Mechanicus that are trying to get the cannon up, so hopefully that works out.
So as of right now, the Mechanicus working on the cannon, like they're not at threat right now, right?
No. Like, as far as
Okay.
we know that they're on there, but you'd have to speak with, like, the Inquisitor to see if he had any information on it. But
Okay.
the last information that you guys have that you were given is that the priests had breached the facility, turned the defenses back on, killed some individuals, and then were repairing the cannon.
That's good for me.
All right. So now, anybody need any equipment or anything? Are we all good to try to board a space station, or do you guys have any other questions or anything?
I'm good.
None that I could think of.
Yeah, if we're just going in with just our base gear.
Gotcha. Okay, so how did you guys want to approach the space station? So you do have security codes to be able to access the station. Are you wanting to tell the station to deactivate completely, rendering all of its anti-boarding and any kind of defense stuff to be off? Or are you wanting to just give it access and hope your clearance is all good and then just approach it?
Personally, I think it's better to not have everything turned off.
Yeah, I'd rather go in and let without shutting everything off.
I gotcha.
I mean, we can go in with everything turned off. It's just if there are Tyranids on it and we turn everything off, they're just gonna plow through. You know?
Yeah, I don't think it's a good idea to turn this stuff off.
Okay.
That's the case. I don't know much about Tyranid lore, but do they need oxygen to breathe?
No.
No.
Nope.
Okay, then
That's
never
why they
mind.
always are infesting the space hulk and stuff.
Yep.
No, that makes sense.
Yeah, they
Gosh,
don't
I
give a
thought that
shit
was
about
all
a
the
vacuum.
bean stealers. Fuck.
Yeah,
Alright.
no. They like cockroaches. Big,
Pretty
mean,
much.
scary cockroaches.
Alright, so with that, you guys are going to... are you wanting someone to fly you into the hangar bay and hope the clearance works, or do you want to just shoot a boarding auger into the fucking thing?
I say we just try and get someone to fly us because we're
I mean, can we
trying
not
not to
try and
wreck the
broadcast the
station.
codes from, like, out here? Like, we should
Yeah,
be able
you
to send
can
the codes in from
broadcast.
pretty far
Yeah,
away
you can
to...
broadcast the codes, but you won't know if somebody has taken over the system until you get within weapons range of it. So it's one of those things where it's like, okay, if you want to broadcast the codes for clearance, that's fine. Instead of turning everything off. But when you approach it, do you want to do it fast and aggressive, or do you want to do it in a ship because it's going to be quite slower and less maneuverable?
Well, I mean, we don't want to put a hole in the watch station for no reason.
Yeah.
The defenses are online. He shoots us out of the sky. We all die. We awkwardly sit here for a couple seconds. Good session. Kicks us all from the game.
Yeah. It's like now make guardsmen. Going down to the planet.
Oh, well, you didn't know this was a hardcore server? Bye. Gets kicked.
All right. So we're fine with the what's a doozy?
Flying in to the hangar.
Sounds like it.
Like a psychopath. All right. So you guys get your gear and stuff together. You head over to the hangar where there's a. Fuck it, they're just taking a Valkyrie. Should be fine. And you see Sergeant Thorne. He walks over. Goes, let us proceed and acquire this Deathwatch armory. Emperor knows we need the equipment for what we are about to deal with on the planet. Does anyone have any concerns before we step off?
So we don't have confirmation that it was Tyranids, no picked recordings, no scanners or anything?
Currently, it looks like the station isn't broadcasting anything at all. It's giving off very low power readings.
I think he said like in the one meet briefing or whatever we did, like that there's been nothing for like 15 years or something.
Well, no, nobody has gone into it for 15 years. Which
There
in
was
the
recently activity.
yeah, the defense platforms on the outside turned on and detected something and then stopped. And there weren't any breaches detected.
Gotcha.
But for someone to not use any codes and stuff to enter a Deathwatch facility for 15 years,
Yeah.
that's not uncommon. That's pretty
No, yeah.
standard. All right. Well, so as you guys are approaching, the Inquisitor, he's like, the Emperor protects. God's Emperor speed. Do they say Emperor speed? What the fuck do they say? They don't say Godspeed anymore, do they?
I mean,
God
probably
Emperor
Emperor
speed.
speed.
God Emperor speed.
Either
Wait,
that
who's
or
the
the Emperor.
I
fastest
think they just
Primarch?
said go with the Emperor.
Yeah.
Probably either Corax or what's his name?
Korax
take it to high.
speed. There you go. Of course, you hear Gunther like, "They're gonna drop. They're gonna drop. That's what they're gonna do. They're gonna drop." Yes, yes, Gunther.
That's
They're gonna
right.
drop.
That's right, Gunther.
Drop them
Good job remembering that.
in the space. As you're approaching, the Valkyrie pilot says, it's like it's gonna take like a couple minutes. And then as you're getting closer and closer, you see Sergeant Thornton. He puts his helmet on, seals it.
I'll take that pistol from you.
Yep.
Atreides.
Yeah, I'll hand it to you.
Thank you.
Atreides. He goes, "Don your helmets, brothers. Seal your suits. Prepare for the worst." And as you guys are approaching, the Valkyrie pilot's just like, "My lords, we're going to be entering weapons range in 10. Not, and he just kind of counts it down, and then 3, 2, 1. And he goes, "Oh, sirs, we have multiple weapon locks. Multiple weapon locks." Goes, Dawn's like, "Evasive maneuvers now." And the Valkyrie starts drifting left, right, starts doing some maneuverings. And Valkyrie pilot stops and, like, slowly brings the Valkyrie. And Thorn's like, "Why have you stopped?" He goes, "Sir, the weapons aren't firing, sir." He goes, "But you said that they just locked onto our position." He goes, they have, my lord. I'm sorry, but they're not firing." Well, so be it. Transmit our codes again and get us into the hangar. Yes, my lord. So with that, you guys approach the hangar, which seems to have already been open, and you go to land.
Can we tell like if it was like blown open, like actually opened, or like eaten?
Yeah, you guys can all roll me a perception check or awareness check. Yeah, awareness. And the Tech Marine, if you pass a tech use check, I'll give you a bonus +10 for the perception.
There we go. Starting off hot like normal.
All right. Tech use.
I'm pretty sure I used up all my good rolls.
It's okay, your boy with the eyes over here's got you.
Never mind, I still have a few.
Look at Apothecary. The Apothecary gets worried because his chest keeps moving. Then he realizes it's its own breathing.
Wait, yeah, it's supposed to do that.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck! Whew.
Should I even bother to roll for that? With that 9 degrees of success up here.
Nah, you didn't.
No,
have to.
that 9 degrees of success was his strength test fighting the other guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he uses the strength of his eyes.
Oh, mine didn't roll, huh? No, I thought mine rolled. Hold on. Hold
Yeah,
on.
so
Alright,
yeah,
well-
Because otherwise, we only got 1 degree of success so far.
Yeah, give me 1 second.
With
I
the
thought mine
target of
rolled, and I thought
30?
mine was the 9, and I was
The
laughing my ass
fuck?
off.
All right, so
There you
5
go.
degrees of success, 3 degrees. There we go. Yeah,
Yeah,
between
don't
those.
forget your heightened senses and your auto senses.
Oh,
fuck, I
yeah,
forgot about
huh.
that.
It don't matter when you roll a 94.
No, it doesn't. But thank you for reminding me. What are they again?
If
Is
you
it
have your
20s?
helmet on,
Unless
it's
you
a
have
plus
Corvus,
20.
auto senses is 10, and then heightened senses is 10 on sight and hearing.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, so if your
it's
helmet's
a
on, it's a
total of
plus
20?
20. Yeah.
all right, so I would have scored an extra degree of success on that then, because I had a plus 10 bonus.
All right, so yeah, you guys see that
Sure.
the door has been like jammed open. You're not sure what happened, but it looks like one of the doors when it was closing has somehow slipped off its track. With the Tech Marine, you're able to see that like, oh, this is a pretty common issue that happens with this model of station, and it's just from no maintenance. It's just wasn't maintained properly and it's falling apart. So basically, when the
In the
doors,
Imperium?
yeah, right. Yeah, it basically the door is meant to automatically seal when the defense grid is activated, and one of the doors just slipped the track and didn't seal, and that's what happened. So with that, you guys proceed into the hangar. You know, they land, and then Sergeant Thorne takes point as you guys basically go to like what is essentially like a service elevator, because it's basically you have the hangar in like a box kind of shape, and then the rest of the station is attached to it by an elevator going up, and then it's like, you know, whatever typical circular or fucked up a gun shape that you
Gotcha.
picture a space station to look like. But with that,